Bubble boy.
Yeah.
Bubble boy. It's incorrect. Has to take steroids.
If there's one set of fans I would not with, it's the Bills.
Children, please. You got a whole life.
Yeah.
Let's buckle up here.
All I want for Christmas is for LeBron James and Serena Williams to have a baby. For science.
She must have been on suicide watch when she saw Gronk dent that thing. We're all going to die.
Smash that like button or I'm going to get kicked out of the house. I can't pay rent.
But okay, it's
nothing,
that
bro.
time of the day, folks. What's on tap?
He is so hit or
Not
miss.
showing him.
I don't know.
Not showing him in that edit.
There it is.
But I'm going to show some local love to Jayson Tatum. Tied Larry Bird, getting 60 points in the game the other night. Unbelievable. Just he wasn't one-dimensional. He played probably his best game. Well, his
Bro,
best
we were
game
down
of the career.
like 30 points that game.
34.
Second biggest. It was like the second biggest deficit came over in the NBA. Words are hard. But like he also
that's all, folks.
he also set the record for most points scored over a 3-game span by a Celtics player.
Yeah.
Like this guy's name is starting to get put up against Larry Bird, and he's 22, 23.
23.
Like that's impressive. I'm starting to finally see that killer, that dog in him. This is the Jayson Tatum I want to see. Throw that love. That's all I really want to say because he's finally that guy.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys watched the game yesterday. NBA, fix your officiating.
It's
Tail end. What happened?
No, the whole game, awful. They ejected Marcus Smart.
I can't believe you got ejected for that.
Dude, they eject everybody for doing everything,
Bro,
anything.
It
took
took
fucking
them,
sneeze.
It took them 10 minutes. 10 minutes to like look at this like pick that like Marcus Smart almost broke his neck on, and then like he got hit and his arm came in and hit Nurkic right in the tip, and Nurkic hit the ground and they called a flagrant 2 on him. And they went to replay, watched in slow motion, so it looks like he has a lot of time to think about what he's doing.
Yeah.
When it's just that's not the case, and they go, "Oh, that's a flagrant 2. You're ejected. You're gone." And also, they like these guys are on such a power trip. They ejected Luka yesterday too, and all he did was just like walk and like shake his head, and they literally booted him.
Oh,
also,
dude,
Luka has 15 techs, by the way.
yeah, that's surprising. Actually, he's
know
Luka's kind of mouthy.
15 technical. I didn't know. I
He's
was like,
He's kind of mouthy. The problem with officiating, it especially the NBA, but you notice it in the MLB as well. It's like you said, it's a power hungry thing. Half of these fucking referees were bullied in high school, and they have this ego, and it's like the ones, and I'm not saying everybody, but like the ones where it's like it's the same reason some people become cops. It's like, oh, I was bullied in high school, and everybody told me what to do. It's like a role reversal here.
yeah, no, that's a great analogy actually.
But it's aggravating. It's like, bro, you're there to do a job. I don't give a fuck.
Just wait until sports gambling becomes like huge. It's already growing.
It was just when you brought up the Celtics, I just thought of like the officiating. It was like that. It was horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
It was trash.
And not just because the Celtics, like the Celtics, like I do think at the end of the game they lost because of the officiating. Like I hate that's such like the former like kid in me that was always blaming the refs for shit, but that was the refs' fault.
Yeah,
because
they played
terrible.
great.
Yeah,
it would actually the first half of that game unbelievable, lights out both sides. 71 each at the half.
Yeah, it was a good game,
and they were playing good defense.
Yeah,
it was a great game.
It was just the officiating was so bad. Like it's gotten
that
just
Spurs
terrible.
game though, where he had that comeback.
Tatum,
they were dude, and I don't even
Dude,
like they're playing well to be down 30 points. Like the Spurs were making every single shot that game.
Yeah.
Like they were guarded and just throwing stuff up, and I'm like, what the is that? How is this possible?
Yep.
But that was a great game.
Yeah. So props to Tatum.
Absolutely. For sure. Well, it's official. Floyd Mayweather is fighting Logan Paul. And I'm fucking pissed. This is a joke. This is just a joke. Floyd. That's disgusting. That's a slap in the face to your fan base.
Yeah.
A slap in the face. We've said this before. Logan Paul, home run for you, dog. 100%.
Yeah.
Go make you money.
Absolutely. Floyd, what are we doing?
Getting paid and leaving.
And we all know that. That's exactly what this is. It's a money grab. It's
getting paid to dance around a ring for fucking 12
it is
rounds.
disgusting. Even a video, like Logan Paul made a TikTok where he's like hitting the heavy bag and like it's like one of those like
the water ones, yeah.
One of the duets, like a famous like duet everyone quote or whatever you want to call it, make a video with. Like these three girls, they're sitting there and then like someone will say something and then they laugh at you, and so like he did one. He was like, "Yeah, Floyd, I'm gonna beat you up in that ring" or something like that, and then they start laughing and he's just like. So even knows.
Even Logan knows he's not fucking.
This is a joke. People are gonna pay for this. People are gonna pay for this. I'm not. I'm not gonna waste my time. Like what?
I'll find it. Oh.
What even is this? Will you, Floyd?
It's a show. That's all it is. It's a show. It's gonna be exactly what the Jake Paul fight was. It's just gonna be a big spectacle. You're gonna get all these big Hollywood guys, and
I'll tell you, I fell for that fucking Jake Paul one. I fell way too hard for.
Let's not
Ben
go back
Askren.
into because that's gonna be a whole nother rabbit hole. Yep. Oh my god, dude! But it's just your fans. Like how is his fans not at his throat right now? Will you fight an actual boxer?
I mean,
Floyd?
or just retire. Like, you know what?
I'd rather him retire.
Honestly, it's like, dude,
this is a disgusting money grab.
It's like, dude, you're literally
you're
the
undefeated.
best boxer. Yeah, you're arguably the best boxer of all time. You have more money than anybody else on this planet. I understand. Go get. Like, it's $100+ million. I understand, like, Jake Paul's whatever. Like, even though the fight sucked, it was still a spectacle. Like, people still tuned in. Whether it was for him, whether it was for the music, whether it was for whatever it was, people still watched. And that's basically what Floyd and Logan were waiting on. They're like, okay, let's see how this does. Did well. So this is going to be probably double. Like, it's going.
I doubt it.
It's going to be fat money
because people wanted to see Jake Paul get knocked out. I think it's gonna be worse. I don't think it's gonna match up at all. Actually,
yeah. But I know for a fact they were waiting to see what Jake Paul's.
Yeah, because Jake did a great job at like getting people like annoyed and people like now he's actually fighting an MMA guy. Maybe he'll actually get knocked out, and people wanted to see that.
I don't think it's gonna do money wise as well.
There's no way.
But what I do think is it's gonna be a more serious fight because it's against an actual boxer. So people are gonna go back and look at it and be like, wow, this is the one I should have watched, not the Jake Paul Ben Askren one.
Well, it's also different because Logan hasn't won a boxing match. I don't think he's lost to KSI twice, and now fighting Floyd Mayweather. What are we doing here, folks? Yeah. What are we doing?
You know what though?
What is this?
Out of everything that it's gonna do, because boxing has been such a controlled sport for years now, decades. Like people
probably since the beginning of boxing.
Yeah, like it's been a fixed sport, and for anybody who doesn't know that, like it's
well
like,
known. It's so
like
well
boxing
known.
is.
Yep, it's so easy to throw fights.
It's exactly that's what it is. People throw boxing has been beyond rigged, and it's like I don't know. This is going to really do is bring more publicity to boxing. I think especially with Jake Paul and Logan Paul getting into it. It's just a whole new fan base. So I don't necessarily think it's bad for the sport. I think it's bad for Floyd, if anything. For the sport as a whole, I don't hate it.
No, I
but
agree.
For Floyd,
for a dying sport, it's going to get the younger crowd.
I wouldn't say dying. It's by no means. Listen, watching people beat the shit out of each other is going to be appealing to every generation.
Yeah,
everywhere. It's not a dying sport. It's just
it's
more
not what it used to be.
It's so fucking fixed that everybody's like,
yeah, the amount of money in it too. Like, I mean. They get paid so much more than MMA guys. It's like not even funny.
Yeah,
not even funny. But like, I just can't get over this. This is just gross. It's just, for Floyd. Like, you're an actual boxer, like an undefeated actual boxer. People want to see you actually risk your undefeated. If you're gonna fight, actually go risk it. Don't do.
I'm not even gonna entertain the idea of Logan possibly winning either.
Logan can't even entertain the idea of Logan winning.
Nope.
He's making fun of himself. So
kudos to Logan because that's how you have to go into it. This guy has a track record like you wouldn't believe. That's like
we gotta take him serious. Like, even though he's older, like,
that's like walking into the batter's box against like fucking Jake DeGrom, being like, "I'm gonna hit this.
I'll take him deep.
I'm gonna hit this. No, I'm gonna put this.
No. I would take him deep. 420 dead center.
Oh my god, no, you wouldn't. Kyle, what's your what's on tap?
Actually, I'm gonna stick with baseball on this one. I kind of want both of your opinions. So I was having this conversation the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think with analytics going into baseball? Like, at what point is it too much? Because,
it's way too much now.
Because we were talking about Alex Cora, like our bullpen for the Red Sox, horrible, trash.
Not not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Our bullpen, our starting rotation has been impressive.
No, even our bullpen.
So-
Whitlock just gave up his first run.
Okay, there's been
Ottavano's been a nice piece.
Ottavano's been okay.
Okay, yeah, but
Matt
compared to what
Barnes
he
is
was-
trash.
I
Matt Barnes
wouldn't-
aggravates the piss out of me.
It's not that bad though.
Dude, he's got a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He throws regardless.
So it needs to be used clearly because it's a part of baseball. But at some point, you need to know baseball players and what you are working with. Do you have a guy that can overcome letting up 2-3?
Well,
runs?
no. So here's my main point, right? So statistically, a starting pitcher's third time through the rotation is
Yeah.
where he starts getting shelled. So like he'll go through the first 2 rounds and then good, bad, couple hits, no runs, whatever. Third time through, everybody's like, this is his stuff. Okay,
I
we
would
got
ride
it.
the hot hand.
But that's the thing. Nobody's doing that anymore. They're putting way too much statistics into baseball. Well,
Well, I think
the statistics are there. The problem with baseball is
this is something you can get away with.
because
in
these things are
the-
measurable.
This is something you can get away with in the regular season, but postseason is where it becomes like, whoa, maybe
Postseason
we
is
do it
where
different.
The coach should become the coach.
So you like it in the regular season? then?
No, I hate it.
I don't.
I
really-
hate it because it's analytics is killing the sport too. The whole I am so for abolishing the shift. It's not even funny. It'll generate more offense. It'll actually
Yeah, but
literally the amount of I just hate a guy gets a pieces one really good in the hole and there's this second baseman in right field.
yeah, but if you know he's going to hit it there, if you know that's what that guy does,
I
why
know-
wouldn't you play that defense?
Then just move, have the second baseman move a little bit over. Don't move the entire left side of the infield to right field.
My counter argument to that is why can't that batter learn to hit oppo?
No, he definitely can.
You know what I mean? If third base is butt naked,
You say that
He definitely
but
can, but they're just gonna pump him inside.
You say that,
Yeah.
but also hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do. In
oh no,
sports.
trust me, I couldn't hit fucking water if I fell out of a boat. Like I'm
No, yeah.
But what I'm
that's a
saying is
fact.
you're like, oh, why can't they just choose where to hit it? You don't think these guys would do that if they could?
That's the other
these
thing.
are but these are pro
But also, like you say, hitting a baseball, and I agree
yeah,
with,
and if you
is
can't
the
do
hardest
it,
thing to do in sports.
if you can't do it, then you don't belong there. Is what I'm saying. Like if you can't hit outside of the shift and you're batting 200 and it's like, man, I'm roping these, but it's fucking right at somebody. It's like they'll find somebody else who can. That's how it works. So it's like the shift I don't necessarily hate. I understand why people don't like it because it's like, well, there goes like Freddie Freeman. It's a huge example. Dude was ropes everything, but he
I think
ropes
you
it.
should be allowed to do whatever you like, shift guys however you want.
I agree.
To be honest, I don't like the restrictions.
But I think so. The shift is a different.
That's not the only analytic part you're getting.
It's more like
Wait,
starting pitching.
It also
everybody
depends
going
on-
through.
well,
It's
here's,
like
here's the thing.
people sitting there in a fucking dugout with a calculator going through like, okay, you know what I mean?
That's all. It's.
I mean,
it's
I know
so
they don't
annoying, but
actually,
This is,
but-
this is what I mean by the coaches need to become the coach in the playoffs. Go back to Tampa Bay
Yep.
Rays. Blake Snell. You were saying the third time around. This is when they start chilling him. He was at 70 pitches.
Yeah, and they pulled him.
70. And
That's what I
Kevin
mean.
Cash pulled him because analytics says he's going to get shelled now.
And then they lost.
And that's
Become the coach. Become the coach. Don't be some fucking muppet.
And I'm not saying all the time it's not going to work. I'm not saying you're basically playing the odds, and I get that. But there's so many other factors than just the.
But how can you not see that your ace?
No, I agree. I would
Is
never have
dealing.
fucking pulled him. I would have let him pitch 110 pitches if he needed to.
In that game, dude, he was at what? That was like the 7th inning too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Not a fucking prayer. Am I closing that out? Maybe I give it up in the 9th to my closer, but that is it.
That's
So-
way different. Yeah.
regular season. I think you maybe followed a little more because there are so many games. Postseason,
Regular season,
Be a
I
coach.
get. Regular season, I get like trying. I get doing whatever, playing
you
like
have
how
more
it
room
works.
for error.
You have a lot of room for error. There's way too many games, so it's like you can give a couple away. You can figure things out. Like, okay, this doesn't work, or okay, this guy didn't get this. But I like analytics to some point. I don't hate the shift, but
I do.
It's a balance.
but yeah,
100% a balance.
fair enough. I kind of just want to pick your brain.
But yeah, analytics they need honestly need to calm down.
It's a balance. That's my take. It's a balance. But
Fair enough.
that's all we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, if you like what we're doing, we do have a merch store, so please click the link down in the description below. All that funding goes right back into this so we can get better equipment, better everything, keep growing and whatnot. So, yeah.
Some 4K
Oh, don't forget
cameras.
to like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that bell too, folks.
Ooh.
Get notified when we or whatever you did.
When we post.